Hi guys, I'm Leon and I'm here to show you how you can take great pictures with your mobile phone. You know, that one phone that you always bring with you. But you can use it wisely. You don't need to have like the badass equipment and carry around like big cameras. You can use your iPhone to make awesome photos. So here I'm standing just in front of a waterfall. It's kind of nice actually. Yeah, look at it. Well, it's not a waterfall, it's more like a little river floating here. Which also goes against first rule in video school: don't ever talk in front of a waterfall, but that's what I'm doing right now. So if you have some luck here, we will avoid Karen. She usually come here, walking here. And yeah, let's jump into taking some great pictures with the iPhone, or at least try to do it. So I'm using iPhone, you can use an Android if you like to, it doesn't matter. It's all about composition, so that's what we're gonna go through right now. Okay, let's jump into it. So as you can see here, we have snow, yeah, and we have some birds over there as well. They can be nice. We also have like a bridge going all above. I don't think it's so sexy. It looks like a Soviet Russian kind of style of bridge. It's not romantic at all. But anyways, after that bridge is a nice view. So we're gonna jump into that. Deep snow. I have to walk. Deep snow, it's nice, but you can see what we got here. This looks so awesome. See with the snow and the water, and you have like a bigger waterfall there. This is a perfect. You see already here it's nice. There was no Karen here today, so that was lucky. But we got some nice shots, I think, from the water. And when you're taking pictures with the iPhone, try to, you know, switch angles. Don't always do like horizontal or like straight, you know, that way. Try to switch, even if I know that best for use on social medias and stuff, it's vertical mode, you know that. But horizontal mode is much better when you're taking pictures of the environment. You catch so much more of it. So try to switch. Don't stay like locked in some kind of mode. Take both. Why not? You're there, so you can take both and compare them and see which one is best. So yeah, let's edit them in Lightroom. Alright guys, here we are in Lightroom in my iPhone. And I'm gonna show you some of the pictures I took today, and well, it's not amazing photos to be honest, but it is what it is. Probably your photos is better than mine. So let's start out with the Chromatic Aberration and put that on, and you know, that one too, so everything is in order with the lens. You don't get crazy stuff at the edges of the pictures, and you straighten it up correctly. The exposure, I think, is kind of cool. I'm gonna make this one kind of cold looking, winter-ish feeling to it. So let's see how that goes. It's not like super good picture to work with, but the quality is quite good. I put down the blacks a little bit, so yeah, so I get more shadows. Not more shadows, but I push it a little bit more in the shadows with black. So actually I raised up the shadows a little bit. And this one, I think the curves will do most of the job for me. The curves is amazing to work with. You can adjust the colors in low and in high as well. Not too much. Blue, you see now, we got this winter look, kind of. And I think it looks nice with this water. It feels so cold, I don't want to take a bath here. Even if Swedes love bathing in ice water, I don't know the reason for that, but well, they do. I'm not into that. Let's see the details. Put in some sharpness so we get some sparks on the snow and the ice there. And when you push the screen, you get the before and you get the after, so you know what you did or not did and how it looked before you edited it. It was much warmer before, and that's something with iPhone, they do everything so warm all the time. They adding a little bit more of yellow tones and red tones into the pictures. I like to have a little bit more black, I think. Alright, and we pull the contrast a little bit too. The exposure is great though. It's great. So here is the before, and here is the after. We can also jump into colors and grade the colors a little bit. There's a tab called grading, and you can touch that. We can go for shadows. I like to have it colder in the shadows. So I'll go to blue. Blue is for cold. And the midtones, I don't know if I want to have it a little bit more lighter blue in that. And the highlights. The highlights can be a little bit touch of yellowish, because I mean it's not like it's minus 54 Celsius, it's only like minus 2. So here it is, the before and the after. Well, I like the after. It's nicer. You can also make trees a little bit darker if you like to. If you want to push the ice in the foreground, well, we can try that so you get a point of what I'm meaning. We go to masking, and here you can choose sky, but we will not do that today. We're gonna do radiant here, and go for the lighting, and we're gonna make it darker like that. The after. Well, I'm satisfied with this result, and well, it's not a super picture to work with, to be honest, but well, it is what it is. So yeah, let's save this one. Oh, here's the one with the tree I talked about the foreground and stuff. So when I'm talking about a foreground, I mean something that can frame the picture in. Like we have this tree here, and we also have the water going on here. So if I put that in the foreground and that in the background and have focus on the background, this will become kind of nice texture into the photo and frame it in very well. Also, if you have like an ugly house, which I got here, you can also find something that frame it out. So you just have focus on what is going on in the middle, kind of. So try to place the foreground a little bit more to the left, and also use the grids. The rules of third is really nice to use here. So you have like the foreground. For me, in this picture, I will put it straight to the left. I'm not proud of this photo, to be honest. Mainly because, I don't know, the environment is not so nice after all. Whoops, did you hear that? It was snow from the roof that was falling down. What I'm not like about this picture is the mess in front of the waterfall. All this bush mess. They should really clean that up, because it's beautiful when it's not there. And this stuff there usually it's not there, but today it was. That's life of Leon. Anyways, let's jump into the light. And the exposure is kind of great. We can pull the contrast a little bit, but not too much. Raise up the shadows, and we're gonna go down with the blacks so it kicks up a little bit, and then we jump into the curves. Let's start with the overall curve, the rule them all curve, before we jump into push blue into it. So you can see now it's kind of warm to be cold, and iPhone love warm pictures. I do usually also. Most of my productions are very warm in tone, but when I'm working with winter pictures, I like to have it colder. Not like green cold, but colder. See the color adjustments I'm doing with the curves. So don't be afraid to use them, because they are good. So far, so good. Let's jump into colors and grading. Let's do the same thing again. We take down the blue in the shadows. In the midtones. Not too much. Like there. And a little bit touch of yellow in the highlights, but not much. Just a little touch of it, like that. I think that looks really good. At least it looks really cold. You see the difference here? We can jump into effects and pull the clarity a little bit down. So we get a softer tone into it. It's more dreamy-ish. You can pull a vignette. Don't be afraid to do it, but I don't like it here on this picture, so I'll leave that. If you double tap, it goes back to 0. So you don't need to like try to hit 0 with it. You just double tap on it. Before, after. So now we get 2 great winter pictures. All right, let's do another one so you get a point of this. And let's do it faster. I'll get lots of pictures here. Let's choose this one. This looks kind of boring, but well, anyways, make it interesting then. Make it a little bit tighter, and using the rule of thirds, but with grid. So I try to get the opening and the end of this one into the middle. So what we're gonna do here is actually grade this. Get down with the blues. More blues. And some yellow. So you get a nice gradient of the sky. See? Now it's cool. Look at the water, it looks beautiful. Let's jump into the effects. Clarity. I pull that down because I like to have it a little bit softer. I mean, you can do this like super hard stuff, which was pretty cool, but I like to have it a little bit softer. I mean, it's really up to you, it's your art. And you can make it whatever you like to. If you like to have it popping super hard, it's up to you. But I like to have it a little bit more of a dreamy look, kind of. So, this is the before, and this is the after. Before, after. Before, after. It's pretty cool. I mean, look at these details. It's taken with a phone. It's ridiculous. And this is even in JPEG and not in RAW. But usually I take RAW, and RAW photos is much better to work with when it comes to color grading, because you have so much more information to use, and well, it's just better to work with, and you get better result and everything like that. But inside of iPhone, when you're working with the JPEGs and you're taking the live photos, you can adjust stuff like the focus, for example, and you can redo it. That's pretty cool. So you have more options of cool stuff when you're using the JPEG with the live version on iPhone than you have in RAW. RAW is just RAW, just like the word RAW. And now we have the complete result of the 3 pictures put together. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Well, as you can see, they are kind of cold-ish looking, which I wanted to have them look like in the beginning, and they kind of look in the same style. I don't have a lot for this, so I will not create a lot, because you are going to learn how to make this look by yourself. So don't spend any money on lots. That's just silly. You can do this easy, as I showed you before. You just tweak it and, fixing and tricksing, and you get the cold winter result as you want it. Actually, you have more control when you doing the changes and adjustments by yourself than apply a lot on it. You will be disappointed. So when you are in control, everything is controlled and everything is normal, right? Okay guys, that's it from me. I'm Leon and all that jazz. Subscribe and like, put a thumbs up on that, and you can jump into my I am Leon official on Instagram and DM me if you have any questions, or you like to know something about the camera, or just say hi. I'm there. I'm reaching out to you, so I'm there. Let's be friends. All right, see you later. I'm Leon and all that jazz. Peace. I'm out.